When it came to my story, I was just sort of afraid because I didn't think I was going to do good compared to what they had to offer. But then as I went on with my story, I just realized we all have our talents in our own special ways if we're professional or not, and that's what sort of gave me the courage just to go on.
And he did. And the little pig, he got
The Three Little Pigs is one of my favorites because I get a change of characters, and it's funny because, like, when I do the huff and the puff and the blowing, everybody laughs, and when people laugh, it makes me happy.
Well then, the big bad wolf came to the second brother's house. Little pig, let me in. The little pigs answered, not right here, chin. Then the wolf said, that'll huff, and it'll puff, and it'll blow your house in. And he did.
The Stala Radio is in charge of all the state's radio and television. And this whole performance was just for us. It was so special, it was just for us. In Stala Radio, they have 600 children dancing and singing in 4 groups. All the children from the choir are from Moscow schools.
What would you wish to your Soviet friends?
Well, I just want to wish them or tell them that we want peace just like them, and that I want to wish them friendship and love always.
Well, we're leaving Moscow tomorrow.
As we were on the bus going to the Moscow airport leaving for Odessa, I was sort of sad because of the friends that I had made there, and because that was the first city I had known in Russia. I was excited to go on to Odessa, which is south on the Black Sea, because I knew I was going to meet new people and new friends and be in a much warmer climate. When we arrived on the plane in the Odessa airport, they all greeted us with flowers and happy smiles, and it was very warm there. And my counterpart's name was Diane, and she was really special to me. We just got along really good because we both liked the same things, and we always agreed on stuff. These counterparts were arranged in January. When Michelle went over there, and she took over a book of our pictures and our hobbies and what we like to do and stuff like that. For the whole 4 days, we were always with our counterparts.
Odessa is a big port in the south of our country and a big and world-famous health zoo.
I'm passing someone on the street, and I just want to say hi to them. What do I say then?
Well, you must say
Ukrainian.
in Russian, not in Ukrainian.
Oh, there's no Ukrainian?
No, there's no Ukrainian. We spoke only in Russian.
And that is the typics of Odessa. Do you understand?
The
Typics.
typical?
Typical, yes.
I'll be glad to read you a story about our country.
Okay.
He tried to do everything best, that all people in the world live in the good relations, that every people in the world have work, have right to everything rights.
In Moscow, I made a friend at the Pioneer Palace, and she gave me her scarf.
Oh, and where is it?
It is in my suitcase.
I see. And
I'll wear it tomorrow.
Oh, and this is...
When we walked up to the Odessa War Memorial, it was so large, and it was just so big, and I felt like this was something that deserved great respect, and that the Soviets gave great respect too. In Odessa, the people there were attacked in the last war, and many people lost their lives. The Odessans realized that these people died for them, and they're really patriotic about this.
This group is exceptional. First of all, it is a group of children. Children are not alike the grown-ups because they don't touch upon the politics, and they tell stories, and they make friends easier, and they give example to the grown-ups how to make friends. Our time is very dangerous because we have too much nuclear weapons on our planet, and we must do everything we can to prevent the new nuclear war, because this war would be...
I'm very interested in politics, but Michelle's told us not to discuss that because that isn't the point of our trip, and I realize that. But when one boy asked me a question, I wasn't quite able to restrain myself, and I answered a little bit, but I knew when to cut it off. And when he started looking a little confused or a little angry, I just put my arm on him, around his shoulder, and I said, "It's all right. We don't have to worry about that now." And he smiled at me then, and we came out better friends than ever. It's just great. It was exciting being able to go in and see the church and see the people following their customs that they've been following for hundreds and hundreds of years, longer than America's even ever been around. There seem to be older people in their 70s and older than that. For me to get involved, it seemed not what they wanted. I didn't want to insult them, but I also wanted to show them that the kids in America do follow religions, do follow the ancient customs.